Well, good morning. We're continuing on with the commentary on the book of Judges, chapter 5. And in chapter 4, we recount the battles and the fact that Deborah prophesied that the battle would be won by a woman, not a man. And that turned out to be the truth. And so in chapter 5, we now see Deborah and Barak, who was the leader of the army, singing a victory song. I'm not going to sing it, but I'll read out the words. The song of celebration for God winning this war. Then sang Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, on that day, saying, Praise ye the Lord for the avenging of Israel, when the people willingly offered themselves. Hear, O you kings, give ear. O you princes, even I will sing unto the Lord. I will sing praise unto the Lord God of Israel. Lord, when you went out to Seir, when you marched out of the field of Edom, the earth trembled and the heavens dropped. The clouds also dropped water. In fact, history says that there was a flash flood in the valley of Medigo where the battle took place, and all of the 900 chariots of the enemy were bogged in the mud, and so they were not able to use them effectively, and they got slaughtered, their military. The mountains melted before the Lord, even that Sinai from before the Lord God of Israel. In the days of Shamgar, the son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways were unoccupied, and the travelers walked through the byways. The inhabitants of the villages ceased. They ceased in Israel, until that I, Deborah, arose a mother in Israel. There is no scriptural evidence that Deborah had any children, but she became a spiritual mother of all of the children of Israel. They chose new pagan gods. Then was war in the gates. Was there a shield or a spear seen among the 40,000 in Israel? My heart is toward the governors of Israel, that offered themselves willingly against the people. Bless ye the Lord. Speak you that ride on white asses, that you sit in judgment and walk by the wayside. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the place of the drawing of water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages of Israel. Then shall the people of Israel and the Lord go down to the gates. Awake, awake, Deborah, awake, awake, utter a song. Arise, Barak, and lead your captivity captive, you son of Abinoam. Then he made him that remains have dominion over the nobles among the people. The Lord made me have dominion over the mighty. Out of Ephraim was there a root of them against Amalek. After you, Benjamin, among your people, out of Machir came down governors, and out of Zebulun they that handle, that draw with the pen and with the writer. And the princes of Issachar were with Deborah, even Issachar and also Barak, who were set out on foot into the valleys. For the division of Reuben, there was great thoughts of heart. Why do you abide among the sheepfolds to hear the bleating of the flock? For the divisions of Reuben there were great thoughts of heart. Gilead abode beyond the river Jordan. And why did Dan remain in ships? Asher continued on the seashore and abode in the breaches. Zebulun and Naphtali were the people that jeoparded their lives unto the death in the high places in the fields. The king came and fought, and then fought the kings of Canaan in Tanash. By the rivers of Medigo, they took no gain of money. They fought from heaven. The stars in their council courses fought against Sisera. The river of Hishon swept them away. That ancient river, the river Kishon, O my soul, you have trodden down strength. Then were the horses' hooves broken by the means of the prancings of their mighty ones. Curse you, Meroz, said the angel messenger of the Lord. Curse you bitterly in the inhabitants thereof, because they came not to the help of the Lord, against the mighty one. So, who was Meroz? It was not a person. Instead, Meroz was a city that was mentioned in the book of Judges. Meroz was an Israelite city or settlement in the north of the present-day Israel that refused to aid Deborah and Barak's campaign against the Canaanites. As a result, the people of Meroz were seen as traitors to the cause of Israelites. Verse 24, blessed all women shall Jael, the wife of Heber, the Kenite, be. Blessed be she above all women in the tent. If you remember in the previous chapter, she was the one who led Sisera into a tent and killed him with a spike through his temple. He asked for water, and she gave him milk, and she brought forth butter in a lordly dish. She put her hand onto the nail and the right hand to the workman's hammer, and with the hammer she smote Sisera. She smote off his head when she had pierced and stricken through his temples. At her feet he bowed, he fell, he laid down. At her feet he bowed, he fell. Where he bowed, there he fell down dead. The mother of Sisera looked out a window and cried through the lattice, why is his chariot so long in coming? Why tarry the wheels of his chariot? Her wise ladies answered her, yes. She returned answer to herself. Have they not sped? Have they not divided the prey? To every man of Dan's ruler two. To Sisera a prey of various colours, a prey of various colours of needlework, various colours of needlework on both sides. Meat for the necks of them that take the spoil. So let all of thine enemies perish, O Lord, but let them that love him be as the sun, when he goes forth in his might, and the land had rest for 40 years. So after that battle, there was peace in the nation for 40 years. And so now we've had 3 battles. The first one, they were in prison for 8 years, and there was peace for 40 years. They rebelled against the Lord. They were in captivity for 18 years, and then there was 80 years of peace. Again, they rebelled against the Lord, and now they've been in a time of rest for 40 years. But unfortunately, they did not learn. And so when we go into the chapter 6, we find out they will rebel again. These guys, I don't know. But then we look around ourselves today in the world. Nations don't learn here either.